Hello, music lovers. This one is for you. Let's take a poll on something very interesting. Tell me, would you rather listen to a choir that sings perfectly but feels empty, or to a choir with deep emotional expressions but misses some notes? Which one would you choose? So this is one debate that has divided the choir for so long, or even the congregation or the audience. Some directors says that perfect vocal technique is what the choir needs. Others argue that no, that deep emotional expression is what moves the audience, what moves the congregation. This is the reason for today's topic. So, the real question is, should the choir prioritize vocal techniques over emotional expressions? Welcome to Choral Land with CAC, a safe space for honest conversations about the choir. So, I'll be treating today's case from both points of views and then try to find a balance. Let's get to the business. Point one, making a case for techniques. So, proper breathing, tone, pitch, and blend makes a choir sound clean, disciplined, and professional. So, without technique, the most passionate singer can sound so chaotic and distracting. And of course, in the choir, one uncontrolled voice can mess up the whole harmony in the performance. Point two, when emotions reigns techniques. To be honest, too much emotions without control can lead to oversinging, shouting, and the end result is vocal damage. And of course, the message of the song can get lost in that process. Now, let's look at the other side. Point one, making a case for emotions. Now, singing without emotions can feel like writing a mathematical exams. Technically perfect, but spiritually empty. You would agree with me that in a performance, the audience hardly remembers the choir that sang perfectly, but they can easily remember the choir that made them feel connected. That is the power of emotion. Point two, when technique cues expressions. So you discover that sometimes the choir becomes so obsessed with perfection, with getting the notes, getting their pitches correctly. The obsession is great, and then the choristers becomes afraid to even feel the song. All energy is geared towards getting the notes and expression is lost. And then performance begins to sound like rehearsal because emotion is lost. But here's the real answer to this debate. Technique trains the voice. Emotions releases or relates the message. A good choir needs both. First of all, go for the techniques, get your pitches, get your tone, and all that. After you've gotten that, then go for the emotions, go for expressions. That is what makes a powerful choir. But let's settle this in the comment section. If you are to choose, or if you want your choir to pick one, what would it be? A choir that is technically proven strong, or a choir that has good sense of emotional expressions? Which will you go for? Tell us in the comments. Remember, this is Choral Land with CAC. Yeah, no judgments, no shame. We just discuss choir issues that will bring about the growth of music. Remember to follow, like, comment, and share. See you in my next video.